Well, hello there, Libra. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're going to be doing your February 2024 tarot reading. We'll take a look first at the overall energy with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more advice about any obstacles on your path or areas of resistance. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, let's see what we have on the horizon. Now this one popped out. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Okay, now here's the thing. You know, Pluto moved into Aquarius on Saturday, and I put up a special reading. If you didn't see that, I'll link it up here in the corner at the end of this video. You have just transited from Pluto in Capricorn, since 2008 was in your 4th house of family and home, and it just moved into Aquarius in your 5th house of pleasure and play. Okay, this includes romance, inner child, you know, the delights of life, and it will be there for the next 20 years. So Libra, this is a beautiful energy letting you know that it's time to open your heart to joy, right? To allow yourself to come out of the confines of that Capricorn energy that was really confining for you. Being an air sign, the rules and regulations, the oppression that Capricorn brought to you, right? So this is kind of like, oh my goodness, I'm in this beautiful Aquarian energy, and it is time to go play. It is time to reconnect to your inner child. It's time to experience those things that bring you joy. And then we also have Canary Spirit, sing your own song. It's about recognizing this is a beautiful energy, and it goes so well with all the readings you've had lately about, you know, you have spent perhaps your whole life, or at least the last 15 years, trying to make other people happy, but you weren't happy. All right. You may have been conditioned to believe that if you made other people happy, then you would find happiness. Okay. Now you're recognizing, well, wait a minute. That didn't work, because nobody is in charge of their own happiness except for themselves. You're in charge of your own happiness. I'm in charge of my own happiness. But there are people in your life that, since you like harmony and peace in relationships, may have conditioned you to believe that you couldn't be happy unless they were happy. And they're saying no one's happy unless mama's happy. I mean, I did grow up with that saying in our house. No one's happy unless mama's happy, right? You could have had that as a child, or you could have been married to somebody that had some type of twist to that type of quote, right? Understanding that no, you're happy when you allow yourself to put your own happiness and joy as a top priority, and putting that, it's not about being selfish and only gluttonous towards what it is that you want, right? But it's also this energy of understanding, no, if I want to be happy, I have to start seeking out those things that bring me happiness and joy. All right, so let's go to the tarot. Let's get some more details about this. I will have to say, this is, you know, really a beautiful energy. And, you know, this is lots of yellow there, sacral chakra, you know, understanding that what is your pleasure is truly coming into play here. You know, I feel like for a long time, you've just kind of like not even allowed yourself to think about what makes you happy, right? We get stuck in that mindset when we've been conditioned to believe that the only way we can be happy is if we make everybody else around us happy. So we're walking on eggshells, or we're not showing up authentically in our relationships, right? Because we're concerned the other person won't be happy. They may leave, they may be upset with us, right? And so therefore, you have put your own happiness on the back burner for so long that it may take a little bit of time for you to reconnect to what does bring you happiness and joy. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so interesting. You have the Y card. Gemini had this in their reading too. This is the energy of going within, right? It's not about finding happiness out here. It's about first going into your heart to understand why you are here. This is reconnecting to your purpose, reconnecting to the reason you are here. And, you know, a lot of times people think that the life purpose has to be their career, or that means that's their work. It's not. Your life purpose is the energy that you bring to everything that goes on in your life, your relationships. If you have a job or a career, it's in that. It's in your mindset. It's just how you walk down the street. It's how you show up in a coffee shop and talk to strangers, right? Your life purpose is the energy that you carry about you. Now, for some time, you may have thought that your purpose was to make other people happy. Now you're shifting it, and it's kind of like, well, if it's not to make so-and-so over here happy, then what is my purpose? Okay, so we know when we come into this world, we're born, we know what our purpose is, but then we have all of this conditioning. People tell us why we're here. Instead of remembering why we're here, we allow other people, whether that's our parents, our teachers, society, governments, religious affiliations, to tell us why we're here. Now this is an energy. Now that we've moved into Aquarius, it's an energy of going back and remembering why you're here. Once again, that's not out here. It's about going within and listening to your heart. Why are you here? You already know it. It's about just allowing yourself to remember it. So let's take a look at what your present energy is. Yeah, look at this. Holding back, right? And it's kind of like, I really feel like this may have happened, at a very young age, where you learned early on, oh my goodness, no, I have to, my only purpose is to help make other people happy. And so it's this energy of truly holding back. You see, she's covering her heart. She's protecting her heart. She's protecting what she knows to be true about herself. Because it's kind of like, if I allow myself to share what it is that I want that makes me happy, I may be abandoned or rejected, ridiculed, right? Whatever you experience. The other thing is that I have to protect this, because if I share it, somebody may use it against me. Okay? Have you ever had that situation where maybe you shared with a friend or a coworker an idea or a dream that you had, and then all of a sudden, you're in a social situation, and they kind of blurt it out. It's kind of like the energy of like when you're in the 6th or 7th grade and you share with a friend that you like somebody in the class, like in a romantic way, right? And then they go to lunch and they blurt it out at the lunch table and tell everybody. And you feel, oh my goodness, I can't believe everybody knows my secret. That could have occurred to you at a very young age, and therefore you've prevented yourself from finishing the symphony, from actually allowing yourself to sing your song, to step into your joy and live the life that you have really been all along knowing that you're supposed to have. So you have the King of Wands here. I like this because you're getting re-inspired. You're getting motivated, right? You're starting to remember why you are here, what it is. And one of the things that you can do is really reflect on what activities do you do or did you do as a child that brought you a lot of joy that maybe you've had to put on the shelf for some reason, so that could be a passion for painting or something like that. And then for one reason or another, right, you put that on the shelf, you walked away because there were other things that were taking up your time and energy in your life. And now it's kind of like going back and rekindling these passions. King of Wands is very passionate, okay, is not going to allow anybody to stop him from what it is that he wants to do. Yes, here's the energy. You're showing up in your own reading too. You've denied yourself for some time to go in this other direction. Okay. For some of you, I actually feel like there's There's a quest. It's almost like a quest. The King of Wands is on a quest towards what it is that his heart truly desires. For some of you, it could be even in the realm of romance. And, you know, if you've been following me for some time, I don't necessarily go there. But since Aquarius has moved into your 5th house of romance, right? It could be even this energy of, because the King of Wands is very passionate, right? Open your heart to joy. He's very passionate. And gender doesn't matter. It's the energy of the card. Understanding, okay, wait a minute. I think I'm ready to move towards something that I have not yet experienced. The King of Wands doesn't repeat anything from the past. The King of Wands is ready to go and have new experiences, new relationships, new situations. Yes. And here you are. You have the Libra energy, the justice, bringing your life back into balance, taking charge of your life and going after the Sun card, the happiness, the joy, the abundance that you have wanted all along. And yet you had to put on hold because you had to learn the lesson or transform the energy of that you were here to make other people happy. This is like, no, I'm going in my direction, and this is a pretty strong energy. It really is. You know, we have the full moon in Leo tomorrow, and this is the Leo energy of getting kind of revitalized at this time. And the full moon in Leo is putting light onto what our heart truly desires. For some of you, you could even have an epiphany, like a brilliant idea of something that you want to go or experience. Remember, life is about experiences. It's not like a checklist of goals. It's really what experiences that gets you back into your heart. What experiences do you want to have? What those are the things that bring you joy. So let's take a look at what your obstacle is at this time. Yeah, look, your energy is here, the Empress, right? And then you have joy is fun and message in a bottle. It's almost like you're wanting permission to go after your own joy. Is that it, Libra? Like a little bit of that energy of, you know, this is also mother energy. And I'm a mom. And I know, like, when my kids came home from school, I was always like, okay, you can have a snack, and then we're going to sit down and do your homework, and then you can go play, right? It was kind of like, I feel like there's something here that maybe you had a parent, or you had a family unit, or something like that, or you could have even had a spouse. So once again, gender doesn't matter, but somebody that may have doused a little bit of your energy around something that you really wanted to go and do. And it's overcoming that energy, allowing yourself to love yourself, to step into your own Empress energy, to nurture yourself, to allow yourself to go outside and play, right? To allow yourself to heal your inner child that may have been, left dormant. Reconnecting to your inner child. That is definitely your 5th house. Reconnecting to what brings you joy in a childlike awe of the world. This is a beautiful energy. This is a gorgeous energy. Okay, so here's the thing. You're attached. We have the Devil energy. This is the Capricorn. So take a look at how Pluto in Capricorn since 2008 may have confused you about what it is that you have to share with the world. Okay, so this kind of goes back to your life purpose, because when we're living in our life purpose, our life just flows. Doesn't mean you're not going to have obstacles and stuff like that, but you have such a sense of joy when you can connect to your life purpose. And I feel as if in Capricorn, okay, being in your 4th house, that is of family and home. You may have allowed yourself to be transformed, to take a deeper look at how your family confused you, or the role that you played in your family, or what was expected out of your family, whether, as a child and perhaps as an adult. So if looking at the confusion that you got as a child about what was allowed to bring you joy and what was not, and then also perhaps if you've had romantic relationships or been in a marriage, maybe even a parent yourself, allowing yourself to see how those roles or the interaction of how you try to make other people in your life happy instead of making yourself happy, how that confusion may have come to light, right, during the Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn era, we'll call it. And now you're kind of understanding, okay, wait a minute. What I thought I was here to do, what I thought was my life purpose, what I thought was supposed to be bring me joy and delight in this life, happiness and abundance, is different than I thought it was. And being able to take a look at that, to allow yourself to peel back that conditioning, which I think a lot of you have done over the last 15 years, and to see clearly why you are truly here, what it is that you really and truly want to do. Okay, so let's see what your advice is. How can you close this out? Because I feel like you're right on the brink. Look, 3 of Wands, you're ready to go in a new direction. Okay, so you have something serendipitously coming in that is going to help you to heal this, help you to step into the energy of going after what your heart truly desires. So this could be, when this card comes out, serendipity, it's really that energy. It could be a stranger on the street. It could be a random YouTube video that pops up in your feed, right? It could be, a billboard. It could be anything, okay? But it could be somebody, a conversation with a stranger or somebody that you already know that suddenly says something that helps you to get untangled up from the confusion and to see clearly why you are here. And here's the thing, allowing yourself time and energy to kind of like when you have this like light bulb moment, and I wouldn't be surprised if you have it right here around the full moon in Leo, right? Understanding that when you have that, it's time to clean out all of the reasons why somebody in the past may have told you you couldn't go down that path, right? It could have even, it could have been, just that mindset that you've had since childhood, or because of things that have happened over the past, because this is something that's faded. It's something to put time and energy into. And I think it's something that brings you a lot of excitement, joy. It gets you fired up again, all right? But at the same time, there's going to be that mindset of, oh, I can't do that because I haven't finished my homework. I can't do that because it's going to make somebody over there unhappy. I can't do that because, and you're going to have your whole laundry list because you have been super confused about what your priorities are. Your priorities are now shifting. They're going into this energy of, I want to enjoy those experiences that I have not yet had the opportunity to. I want to get reconnected to my life purpose. I want to be reconnected to what does bring me joy. And I feel like there is something here. This person or the situation is really coming onto your path to help you to see how you can use your experiences, your creative abilities, your spiritual gifts, your time, your talent, in order to create something beautiful that brings you joy and delight for others. And it doesn't have to be a career, I see that in the comments so often that people think that their life purpose has to be their career. It doesn't. Remember, your life purpose is the energy that you bring. Your energy, if you think you're only here to make somebody else happy, whoever that might be, right? If you feel like your only purpose is to make that person happy, then you'll never be happy. Because let's face it, you're never going to be able to make that person truly happy. Every time you think you're making that person happy, they could be that they changed their mind, right? That would be kind of like, okay, I was one of those moms. Okay, so you ate your snack, you did your homework, you're ready to go outside and play. Your friends are outside playing and you want to go play. And then you met the requirement. You ate your snack, you cleaned that up, you did your homework, you're all packed up for the next day, you're ready to walk out the door. And then mom says, oh, wait a minute. One more thing. You have to go clean your room. And you're like, But, but you didn't say that in the beginning. I'm trying to follow all the rules, right? I'm trying to make you happy so I can go out and play. And now you're understanding, no matter how many times you try to make somebody else in your life happy, there's always going to be, oh, well, wait a minute, one more thing before you get to go and do what it is that you want to do. Now you're saying, no, wait a minute. Priorities are different. You're putting your own joy on the top of the priority list, right? And at first, it may seem a little bit selfish, but the only person that is in charge of your happiness is you. And you have to allow yourself to love yourself enough to put yourself as your top priority. Wow. Beautiful energy here. Libra, I'm going to say this is kind of like a true game changer. Out of all the signs, I think you are the ones that have this really fresh new energy, allowing yourself to step away from the past of saying, I've already tried that. I've tried making you happy. Now I'm just going to go make me happy. Okay. All right. Let's pull the Soul Truth card. And Libra, I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? Okay. So the thing that I got here, the message that I got is that you still may be trying to make some other people in your life happy, and at the same time make yourself happy. So you haven't completely stepped into the new of really going after what your heart desires, right? So this could be the energy of fulfilling all of the things that mom wants you to do before you go play, including your room, okay? And then she wants you to reorganize your sock drawer or whatever, right? It's kind of like you're still trying to do all of that, and at the same time, make time and energy for what it is that you want to do. The only way that you can really allow yourself to step into this energy is to pull your time and energy back away from some other situation, right? Being very careful and reassessing where your time and energy is going and making sure that it's towards what it is that you want. Yes. I do feel like you have something new that's about to pop on your path. It's about allowing yourself to say, you know what? I have to go do this, and saying no to somebody else. All right, I'm going to leave it there. It was so lovely to see you. Please check out my Pluto video if you haven't already seen it, and take some time to do that reflection journal. I think it will really help you to understand the energies at this really pivotal time in life. All right, much love and light to you. Bye for now.